Hey, what's up, man? Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of My Take. So, I got two gentlemen right here that's get ready to fight in a fight that nobody asked for. The fight that we should be seeing right now is Canelo Alvarez versus David Benavidez, but instead, just like Canelo has always done, decided to put a hold on us seeing the fights that we believe we should be seeing. So Canelo decided to fight against his own statement against a Mexican fighter in Jaime Mungia. So he said that he didn't want to fight another Mexican, right? This was his excuse to not fight David Benavidez. But now that his back was against the rope, he knew that he had to fight an okay opponent. Now he all of a sudden want to fight a Mexican fighter. So he didn't want to fight David Benavidez to fight Jaime Mungia, which we know that David Benavidez is a better fighter than Jaime Mungia. Okay, so now the issue that I have with both fighters, in which I call it the battle of the duckers, is both of them ducked a lot of people. Like Jaime Mungia basically ducked a Jamal Charlo. He didn't want to fight him. He didn't want to fight Demetrius Andrade. He didn't want to fight, other fighters as well, right? Just like Canelo. Canelo didn't want to fight Andrade. Canelo didn't want to fight Charlo. But now he does wants to fight Charlo. You know why he wants to fight Charlo? Canelo Alvarez is because uh Charlo is not the same fighter that he once were. And now that he shows vulnerability, now he wants to fight him. Just like Jamel Charlo. Canelo Alvarez only fought Jamel Charlo because he came off a hand injury. He hasn't been in the ring for a very long time. And if you look at it, that has been Canelo pattern throughout his whole entire career. In fact, I'm willing to go and show you his entire career. Because this man, he looked for every advantage that he can get when it comes to the sport of boxing, and then call himself a great fighter. I don't know no great fighters that always put stipulations that's gonna hurt the other boxer, and want to call themselves great. I don't know no fighter like that. So I don't give Canelo the credit because he don't deserve the credit. Just because you get in the ring, just like Ryan Garcia just beat Devin Haney, but he had to cheat to do it. And that's what Canelo did. He cheated a lot of people to win. He either put them at a disadvantage or he didn't fight them. Okay, I'm about to get ready to show you guys. I'm about to get ready to show you guys this boxing rec. So I can basically prove my point. Because that dude, bro, he looked for every single advantage that he can get. And that's sad. And then you talk about he don't want to fight nobody like Crawford because Crawford, he won't get no credit for fighting Crawford because they'll say that he too big. Well, you did fight, what's his name? Amir Khan. You fought Amir Khan, right? And that's exactly what you did. You brought him up, a smaller opponent. You brought him up. So, this dude, bro, he know who he have a hard time beating. He knows that. And so I'm gonna get ready to show y'all this. So look at this man's box rec. And I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna start from the Austin Trout. All right. So first of all, right here, Austin Trout. Canelo Alvarez definitely lost that fight. He lost that fight. He was gifted a decision. Now, this was the buildup in order for him to lead up to fight Floyd Mayweather. Okay, so they cheated out Austin Trout to give Canelo Alvarez a chance at fighting Floyd Mayweather. So this is one fighter right here, Floyd Mayweather Jr., that he basically brought up a little bit beyond his weight class to fight him. So he brought Floyd Mayweather up. All right. Nobody asked for him to fight Alfredo Angulo. This is another fight that he lost against Eris Lani Lara. Now, just based on these 4 fights alone, this fight, this fight, this fight, and this fight, Canelo should have been one. Canelo should have been 1-3. Out of 4 fights, he should have been 1-3. Then he fight James Kirkland. Nobody asked for that fight. Miguel Cotto. They could have gave that decision to Miguel Cotto. Amir Khan was beating Canelo until Canelo got a shot in and knocked Amir Khan out. Okay, Liam Smith. In between that process, they wanted to see Liam Smith fight Jamal Charlo. They wanted to see him fight not Liam Smith, I'm sorry. They wanted to see Canelo fight Jamel Charlo, or they wanted to see him fight Demetrius Andrade. It was other fighters. I believe Jarrett was fighting at the time. They wanted to see him fight. And then here's when it started getting tricky, right? It was tricky with this Amir Khan situation, the fact that he brought him up in weight. But it got tricky right here. When the Julio Cesar Chavez fight, he started putting this is when he just started putting weight clause. He either put him at a disadvantage, or he by draining them, or he'll bring them up. So it's either one of the two: put you at a disadvantage, or then bring you up. That was Canelo's whole thing, right? So now here's where it gets tricky. If y'all can see this, me highlighting this. Julio Cesar Chavez was weight drained. Canelo Alverez fought him. It was supposed to be, I think he ended up taking him to like 164 or something like that, right? But he ended up weight draining Julio Cesar Chavez. So when he came in there, he basically looked like a skeleton, right? Then the next fight was Gennady Golovkin, which another fighter I don't like due to the fact that he was a ducker. He also ducked Jamel Charlo. He ducked he ducked what's his name? Demetrius Andrade, right? He ducked a lot of people, and he was gifted a lot of favorable calls because Derevyanchenko beat the mess out of Gennady Golovkin. Beat the mess out of him. But anyway, okay, Gennady Golovkin was supposed to fought Canelo Alvarez, but Canelo Alvarez basically tested positive. So this is when the PED. So all right. So the previous fight you had Julio Cesar Chavez, which you weight drained. Then you basically cheated. You was on PEDs. Then you fought him again. Okay. Then you fought another person nobody asked you to fight. Nobody asked you to fight Rocky Fielding. Now, their records may look good, but everybody knew the outcome. Okay? Everybody knew it. Canelo Alvarez has a history of not fighting fighters at their best. He has a huge history of that. Okay, so then he fought Danny Jacobs. Okay, cool. I'll give him that, right? Danny Jacobs was a person that beat Gennady Golovkin, although he did not get the decision. He beat him, and then Golovkin ended up getting a chance to go on to fight Canelo Alvarez. So then we go to Sergey Kovalev. This was a fight that I believe was fixed, allegedly. This is a fight that was definitely looking fixed. Sergey Kovalev jabbing Canelo, didn't even throw a hard punch, wasn't trying to knock him out, wasn't trying to do anything. to solidify a win, right? The most that he was doing was jabbing, and even with those jabs, he was still beating Canelo Alvarez, right? And then you fight Caleb Smith. Nobody asked for that fight. Then you fight Avni. I call him Avni. You didn't. Okay. Billy Joe Saunders. It had to be stipulation with that. Now, Caleb Plant was a good one. He lost to Dimitri Bivol to avoid fighting David Benavidez or Jamal Charlo. What he do? I mean, Jamel Charlo. No, it was Jamal Charlo. I'm sorry. Instead of fighting Jamal Charlo, what he do? He decided to fight Gennady Golovkin for a third time. John Ryder. Who the hell wanted to see him fight a John Ryder? So then he finally fights Jamel Charlo when he's way bigger in weight than Jamel Charlo. So that's why he fought him. So now you got Jaime Mungia. Now, I want to call this 1A, 1B because they both, to me, they move the same. They both duck opponents. They don't fight the best. They don't fight who you want to. They are people that are pretty much looking for the money, which is cool. You know, you definitely got to get your money, but you also got to solidify your legacy. Don't come in here and act like you want to fight the best fights and then turn out to not do that. So when you look at Canelo Alvarez, man, there were so many people that he weight drained or that he brought up. And then he don't want to fight somebody like Terrence Crawford. Because you said that he ain't gonna get no credit. But you didn't say that when you fought Amir Khan. That wasn't a thought in your mind. And nobody asked for that fight. Nobody was asking for that fight. Instead of fighting somebody that was in his division, like he's doing now, he decided to bring somebody up to fight in Amir Khan. So that's sad, man. And so to get to this fight, this is how I think the fight will play out. And if I'm right, hit the subscribe button. If I'm wrong, I mean, I be wrong from time to time. Here's how I think the fight gonna be. I think Jaime Mungia is gonna be beating Canelo Alvarez. And I think Canelo Alvarez just may knock Jaime Mungia out. That's how I think the fight is gonna go. And I'm just be honest with y'all. This is not a fight that I'm clamoring for or that I'm willing to see. You know, I just love the sport of boxing. So therefore, by default, I might end up watching this fight. But you got two of the most duckingest people in the sport of boxing. Now, a lot of people say Canelo can do what he want to do because he have fought so many boxers. But you got to look at what I just mentioned. He either weight drained those boxers or he brought them up. He had an advantage that, you know, most people couldn't have. If they asked him to come at a certain weight, he wouldn't do it. He's just not going to do it because he understands the benefit and the effects that he's going to have if he decide to come in, you know, bigger or smaller. So, and that's the one thing that I don't like about Canelo. I don't like Canelo because he's a convenient type fighter. He only will fight you when it's convenient for him. And if you don't want to go by his stipulations, then he won't fight you. This dude straight up said that he don't fight. He don't want to fight no more Mexican fighters. But now you're fighting a Mexican fighter. Just say you don't want to fight David Benavidez because you're scared. Just say that. We can live with those. We'll live with that result in that reality. But don't sit here and make it seem like that this person it doesn't deserve to have a fight with. And then you go pick somebody like Jaime Mungia. It's not adding up, you know. But I think Canelo Alvarez is going to win this match, but I don't think Canelo is as good as people would like to think. I think that his record should definitely be around 55-5 or about 55. Yes, about 55-5. That should be Canelo Alvarez record. Because I think Canelo is one of those boxers that's very overrated. I think he got a lot of decisions. I think Jaime Mungia has a chance to win, depending on his level of experience. Is he gonna get happy if he's winning, to where he's gonna open himself up to Canelo Alvarez? Is he gonna go in there and do what Jamel Charlo did, which is get starstruck and decide not to even fight? Or is he gonna bring the fight to Canelo? Because if he's gonna bring the fight to Canelo, then there's gonna be a really good fight. If y'all look, man, Canelo he gets tired fast. So Jaime Munguia, all he has to do is basically pace himself, and if he does that, he will have a legit chance to win, because Canelo gasses out too soon and too early to basically sustain that type of combinations that he throw. But like I say, Jaime Munguia is very long, so he should be able to keep Canelo Alvarez at bay, just like my guy did, Dimitri Bivol. Dimitri Bivol was just able to, get to Canelo first. And that's what Jaime Munguia got to do. If you want to look at the formula, go back and look at what Dimitri Bivol did. That's all you got to do. Because we know Canelo Alvarez is a combination puncher. So if he can get some combinations, basically, he hitting you every which way and then hit you with that uppercut, then it's over. It ain't nothing you're going to be able to do after that. So what you have to do, Jaime Munguia, in order to win and beat Canelo Alvarez, first of all, you got to win big. Because if you're not winning big, you definitely not going to win this match, because he's going to definitely get the head nod. If it's even look close, he's going to get the head nod. The only reason why Dimitri Bivol got the head nod is because he beat him so convincingly in damn near every round. So there was no way that you can give Dimitri Bivol, not give Dimitri Bivol the decision, But yeah, man, what do y'all think? Do y'all think that Canelo Alvarez still has the goods? Do y'all think that man is overrated? Do y'all think that he has a chance to beat a guy that's 43-0, which the records don't indicate the full story? Because sometimes, just like Canelo Alvarez, when he came in, he had a whole bunch of fights. He had a whole bunch of fights that, he ended up having earlier within his career. So that could be the same for Jaime Munguia. He got a couple of good fights under his resume, but I don't think he's ready, far as to fight a Canelo Alvarez. Because like I say, when these fighters get starstruck, a lot of times, man, they lose their advantage. So I just think that this is a fight that I'm not going to watch, but I want to give y'all my assessment on who I think going to win, which is Canelo Alvarez. And the only reason I think he's going to win is because I think Jaime Munguia will pretty much let down his guard. And so that will play into the advantage of Canelo Alvarez, and he has enough power to get any fighter out there at his age bracket. So, that's all I got for now, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Definitely hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel.